Welcome to the Rob and Kale podcast. Rob Sanders.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Kiss my ass.
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
Kiss his ass. Kiss your ass. Happy Hanukkah.
The Rob and Kale podcast.
Gotta love the holiday season, Jackpot. How are you, friend?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm great, man. Where are you? Where are you at tonight? I could see the I don't know, the painting behind you. That does not look like something that would be in the layer of the jackpot there. Where the hell are you?
And I don't have the old crooked Christmas tree in Lumberton, North Carolina.
Well, you don't have Ziggy.
Nah, I don't.
No
He's at
Ziggy?
home.
That's silly. All right. Well, tonight is we're gonna have some signing day reaction. We've also got the big thing tonight, and I forgot to put it in the damn show description, but join the damn contest. We should have people getting in the contest today, Jackpot. I don't know. Have folks been entering today?
A few. We currently have 20 people in the contest. So
Wow. Okay, that's pretty good. All right. Well, you have I think I can edit it and add the actual link here, so I will do that. But here's the big thing: you got to get in because the picks start on Saturday. That's just the way that it is. If you have sent Jackpot your money, that's great. I just posted the page to actually set up your picks. Go and do that now.
yeah, I can't believe we only got 20
right?
people in here. We have 200 in the regular contest. So that's crazy. I don't know that everybody even knew that we were doing it, but yeah. At least to it.
Everybody will get in. They will.
Well, I'd at least get 50 in here.
Yeah, we'll get 50 in there.
What's up, Oklahoma guy? What's up, Spencer Rattler? How's it going?
Yeah, we are going early tonight. Jackpot, you gotta, I don't know. One of us has something to do tomorrow. I can't remember. I just know we had to do the show early tonight. There you go. I don't know. I can't remember.
I got work tomorrow and I'm tired. That's why. I thought I'd just get in bed earlier.
That's fine. All right, so we'll talk about South Carolina today because it was an up and down day for the Gamecocks. But let's thank our sponsors, of course, Callaway's Bar and Grill. They're sponsoring the Pick'em Challenge. I know Beth's already gotten in. There's some other people that have sent me messages. Eddie Hicks is going to get in. He does our T-shirts for that stuff. Troy Bowers is going to get in. Keith is going to get in. Ryan, Darian. There's going to be tons of folks that I'm sure are going to get in. We're trying to get, I want to get 50 in this thing. Can you imagine if you got 50 people in this thing, you could have enough to, pay some of your Christmas off. That's how that's going to work, right, Jackpot?
That's exactly right. I mean, you get paid out not long after Christmas. What, week and a half? So,
Yep, before it hits your credit card bill. There you go.
There you go.
So anyway, that's the way to do it. You could win the contest. Gary Mills is our defending champion. He won last season. God bless his soul. One of my favorite folks on the planet. Love some Gary Mills. You can unseat Gary Mills, or will Christian Young, will he continue his dominance and run his way through this contest? We shall see.
He might do it. He might make a clean sweep.
He might. Go to robandkaleshow.com. You can sign up right now. If you have issues, message me on Twitter, message Jackpot, whatever. Comment in the damn comments over here. And we'll figure
down in the comment section below.
Yeah, in the comment section down below. That's where you want to go. But thanks to Callaway's for sponsoring the Pick'em Challenge. We appreciate Billy and Mike and the fine folks from there. Also, we have DNC Trucking and Transport. Of course, our buddy and friend of the program, Dennis Wilson, is sponsors the show, and he loves the program, and he wants Jackpot to be his friend. You're friends with him, right, Jackpot?
Yeah, I am. I love Dennis Wilson, and he loves me.
He damn sure does love you. All right, so he gives you some fine stuff to read this evening. Have at it, sir.
All righty. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Clemson is my Palmetto Bowl champion. Clemson is way too deep. South Carolina is a sinking ship. that accepts retreads and Tate Martell wannabes. Clemson
I'm sorry.
Clemson won a national championship in soccer, the world sport. The only thing my school is known for is hand jobs in the stands and doo-doo ice. We are so shitty we are going to get mouth-fucked by a tar hole in Charlotte. It sucks to be a Gamecock. Go Tigers.
That message courtesy of Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. I love the Tate Martell reference. That's top shelf, Jackpot. You got to admit that.
That is below the belt.
Now, I tell you what, that is something that you would be, if Spencer Rattler decided, hey, I want to go to Clemson, you would be calling him Tate Martell and asking me to Photoshop Martell's jersey onto it. I know that would happen. So there you go. Thanks to Dennis Wilson, DNC Trucking and Transport. We appreciate him. All right, Jackpot. National Signing Day was kind of I thought it was going to be like a day of, wow, this is going to be great for South Carolina. Then you had the young man that decided, you know what? And by the way, Shane Beamer said in his press conference today, I think his name is Barham, said that he talked to this kid last night and they were he said, hey man, I'm looking so forward to coming to Columbia. Same thing with his mom saying the same thing. And then all of a sudden, no, I'm not coming. How'd you feel about that?
Yeah, be honest with you, I didn't even know anything of this till about 6 o'clock tonight. I've been so busy today, but yeah, you know what? Fuck that guy. Apparently, someone from Maryland got in his ear, and I've heard that they have, I don't know, they got some kind of Under Armour sponsorship, something up there. I don't know what it is at Maryland, but congratulations. I mean, you're going to go play for a shit show that's in the basement of the Big Ten, where you're going to win 5 games a year and probably stay there 1 year, play for a coach who's probably going to be fired within damn 2. And, you could have come to South Carolina and made a name for yourself, but, whatever. Good luck to the young man.
Yeah, we don't, I think, and there's a lot of Gamecock fans that said a lot of harsh things, but I don't think no one that I know wishes ill upon the guy. It's just like, I think the word commitment and as far as
childish.
playing,
It's childish. Yeah. Shot Cody on YouTube. South Carolina's more of a shit show than Maryland. Let's be honest. How? I mean, is Maryland even going to? I guess they are going to a bowl game. They're playing Virginia Tech, right? Well, they're going to get their ass whipped.
Hold on. 3 years ago, Maryland had a kid die at their coach.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
2019.
Damning for a program forever. So, I don't understand how people think that Maryland's a better program than South Carolina, but you're free to comment all you want. Have at it.
South Carolina's better than Maryland in basketball or women's basketball, baseball, football. Only thing they might be better in is basketball, and I ain't so damn sure about that. I don't even know if they're even relevant at that anymore. Used to be.
Shout out to Justin, Eric, SEC Dog, Crazy Dog, JJ Banks. Appreciate you guys. But I think that a lot of these young men, they don't realize, hey, we're telling you we're going to go there, and then all of a sudden you don't. And the things that were apparently said, and it's just
there's too much, to be honest with you. There's too much to keep up with this week. I mean, it'll leave your head spinning. Even if you're sitting here refreshing your Twitter every 15 seconds, you're going to miss something. I go and work all day long. I miss a lot.
Brock says, I'm not saying SC is shit, but why would you leave SC for Maryland? There's not a lot of programs that are worse than South Carolina, but Maryland is one of them. Yeah. I'm the guy that likes Clemson on this podcast, and Maryland is we talk about shitholes all the time on here. Maryland is a complete shithole.
They are.
I mean, there's nothing good about Maryland.
Maryland is subpar to Rutgers in the Big Ten.
That's very true.
I mean, the only teams in the Big Ten that Maryland is better than is nobody.
Yeah,
they're 12th in the Big Ten. How the hell are you 12th in the Big Ten? They are.
Well, Rutgers is like, ha, fuckos. We're not 12th anymore, by God.
Maryland's Illinois' punching bag.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, a couple other notes for the South
Jacob
Carolina.
Watson says Maryland has cool uniforms and nothing else. They look like somebody wiped their ass with them after being in a corn eating contest.
Like the checkerboard uniform with the helmet on the checkers on the helmet. That looks like some damn Mickey Mouse shit there.
It looks like somebody wiped their ass with those uniforms. They're horrible.
Yeah, they're not very good at all. As we blister Maryland. We're not going to have any Maryland fans on this damn show.
There's one that I know of on YouTube, D Sports 64. Nothing against you, but yeah. Maryland sucks.
Anyway, a couple of other notes for South Carolina, and then we'll talk about some Clemson stuff. Jason Brown saw the writing on the wall and said, "Fuck it, I'm out." He let everybody know he's out today.
And you know, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the sad thing about that transfer portal. And to be honest with you, while I'm out here on the road working, I gotta be honest with you. In the mornings, usually it's between 5 and 6:30 when I'm taking a shower and stuff. And I'll actually put the Tater Radio 90 or whatever it is, 105.5 The Roar on the Bluetooth speaker and listen to it, because for some reason it makes me feel like I'm at home. Even though I can't stand them, it makes me feel closer to home to listen to that. Lord, I just forgot my train of thought. What were we talking about first?
We were talking about Jason Brown.
Yeah.
We were talking about,
Anyway, Mickey Plyler from 105.5 The Roar, he said he's seen the transfer portal, and there's like thousands of kids in this portal. I mean, someone like Jason Brown, I mean, where do you see this guy landing at? I mean, seriously.
Well,
who's in the
I think he would do really well at an FCS program. You know, he may go somewhere like a Furman, a place like that. He might do well. I don't know. He's a big kid. I mean, he did have some plays where he looked pretty good. I think he couldn't grasp the game plan, but other than that, I think he's all right. I don't think he's like
the Clemson game not being one of them.
Well, the Clemson game, to be fair, if you go back and watch that game, Clemson basically said, your running backs are not going to beat us. And they stacked the box and dared him to throw. And when he threw, he made problems. He had problems. So there's that.
Yeah, if you can't do one or the other, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, Chris says Jason Brown is going to go to Charleston Southern. I don't know where he's going to go, but you know what though? I mean, he sees the writing on the wall there, and that's the term. The guy that's coming in is in don't fuck around mode, because he's already had his one shot at a Power 5 program kind of fall between his feet, and now he's got to go out there and actually prove himself if he wants to be an NFL player, and he's going to do everything he can, and he has, Rattler threw for 3,000 yards.
Yeah, and looking at his numbers this year, I mean, honestly, I mean, was he really that bad? I mean, I just don't think that he was as good as everyone thought he was going to be. I think he had a little bit of a slump, but his numbers are not that bad. He got like 12 touchdowns, like 5 interceptions. He was off to a bit of a slow start, and then they benched him, and he never saw the field again, as far as I know. So I think that there may have been a little bit of an overreaction this year to a little bit of a bad start by him, and could have cost Oklahoma because I don't know. I still think he's better than the old do-rag that they got out there right now, but that's just me.
Well, I think that was going to happen, but they also JJ Inembare, I'd say he's your best defense. Well, no, Jalen Foster's your best defensive player, but probably your best defensive lineman. Inembare has decided, you know what, I'm gonna hang him up and go to the pros. We kind of were expecting that, but all of this coming together this quickly, it's not really looking good for the Gamecocks in the bowl game. You got a quarterback that's just shot, like 4 years from being 60. We don't know if Josh Van's going to be in the mix. We do know Kevin Harris is going to play. But other than that, not not a lot of hope for the actual bowl game.
No.
Yeah, well, there's that. All right, Clemson, of course, they had their signing class, a very small signing class, I think 13 players. They're still waiting on a couple of recruits after the early signing day period ends on Friday. Trevor Etienne is the big target there. We'll see how their class finishes. I think they're 15th, 16th in the country right now. But I if they can salvage that class, Cade Kublanik is their top prospect there, the number one quarterback in the country, big kid from Texas.
Yeah.
Got to see how it shakes out. Dabo Sweeney decided to stay with his coordinators in house. Jackpot, if that were you, would you do that? Would you just, and you've managed before. Do you think promoting from within is good, or would you rather go out and get some new ideas to come in?
It works both ways. I mean, if you're confident that who you're promoting from within is in tune with the game plan, and you can have a rather seamless transition, then I mean it's a good idea. It's a good idea. I mean they've been doing things the same way there for a good while and successfully. So we'll see. I mean I've seen both work out well in the past. I've seen both not work out worth a shit in my working career. But if they're bought in, it could be pretty good.
All right, final thing before we take calls. I posted the video on the Carolina Jackpot channel where Travis Hunter, the number one player in the country, depending on the service, he's definitely a top 5 player, basically told Florida State to fuck off. I'm going to go play for Coach Prime at Jackson State. Did you watch the recruitment video or the signing, Jackpot? Where
I did, and
like,
you know what? Everybody on there in the comment section, everybody I've seen, and old Uncle Lou made a video on that earlier today, and everybody in the comment section just thought it was the greatest thing in the world. I mean, I don't happen to think it's the greatest thing in the world. I mean, he got up there and made an ass out of himself, made a spectacle out of himself, in my opinion, after being the number one recruit in the country, and you get up there and act like that. I mean, just look at me, supposedly he's going to ink some NIL deal because Barstool Sports, do a story about his life or something. He's freaking 18 years old. I mean, what kind of story do you have to tell? I just think it's a crazy move. I think that it's nuts. And, I don't know. I think Coach Prime is kind of a shitbag for screwing his school like that. But whatever. Once again, commitment means nothing nowadays. It means absolutely nothing. Loyalty either. I mean, what do you think? What do you think Bobby Bowden thinks of that? Huh?
Well, we got to get a shovel to find out. But
well, go get one. I'm kidding.
I'm sorry. That's the first thing that came to
said, Lord, that little kid, that young got up there and acted like an asshole today.
Bobby's like, damn, I've been down here tapping on this box for a long time. About time somebody came and got me.
Oh, Lord.
Holy shit. It's not good. All right, let's take some phone calls, Jackpot. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. There's the number. It's scrolling along the bottom there. If you're in the as my buddy Izzo's over there laughing at me with my reference to dead Bobby Bowden. What is wrong with me? Send your hate tweets to @RobSoundsGood on Twitter. I'll feel those.
What would Joe Paterno say? Get out of that shower.
Yeah.
Get out of the shower.
Oh my God. Maybe that's Bookie may be onto something. Maybe he told Coach Prime's like, man, I'm gonna get that Florida State job. You come here and play for a year, then you could transfer to Florida State. There you go. Maybe that's what it is.
Adam Matthews said, "You see what Beamer said about our top recruit? He got a call." Yeah. I mean, he didn't hold anything back. I mean, he kind of, he didn't try to mask the fact that they shit on him. So
No. Yeah. All right. Well, phone lines are open 803-470-2905 if you want to get involved with the program.
Beamer's got a little bit of an asshole edge to him. I mean,
I kind of like it. And I think that the shit that Spurrier used to do, I could see Beamer doing that if he actually gets some players. Just right now, he ain't got nothing because Will Muschamp left him with a bag of shit. But get some players, he might be a dickhead, and I can get behind that.
Santa Muschamp left me with a bag of shit with coal inside.
Yeah, it's a bag of shit, and then when it opens up, it evaporates into a plate of piss. That's what it basically boils down to. Rob and Carolina Jackpot, why does Crazy Dog want DJ to go to UGA so bad? I don't know. I haven't seen anything like I haven't seen that there, Justin. I don't know. Should have pulled his offer after that phone call. Well, it was rude, and I think that I have issues with oversigning. And what I mean by that is that a lot of schools do it. They'll sign, I think you can take 24, 20, however many players it is. But in the end, you can there's people they'll get like sometimes up to 30 kids in one class. I don't think that's right. You end up with selling a bill of goods to a young man of, hey, you may get a chance to play, and then all of a sudden you don't because you've over recruited. So there's that. And that's something else that needs to be fixed, in my opinion. But I don't really know of a worthwhile way to fix it because the other end of it will be we offer this many kids because we don't know who's going to actually accept. So that's why we over offer, and then these kids all come, and then ta-da! So there's that too.
Adam Matthews says, "Flaming hot shit." That's what you have to take when you eat those Cheetos that look like they got a fire truck on the bag.
Yeah, I wonder. I've got audio from Shane Beamer when that kid called him back. Here's what he said.
Yes! Fuck you too!
There you go. That's probably what he said. Wouldn't surprise me. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join us on the program this evening, if you want to talk about South Carolina and what happened with them today, if you want to talk about Travis Hunter going to Jackson State, that's a shocking move.
That blew my mind when I saw that. I was like, why? I don't know. Yeah, Coach Prime's probably not even going to be there another 2 years.
Well, he interviewed for the TCU job. He interviewed for he interviewed for 2 jobs. I mean, it's not like he's not sitting there saying, you know what, I want to take my celebrity and the talent that I have, and I want to dump it into this HBCU and make them a national power. He's not doing that. He's just basically using it as a stepping stone, but he's still touting, hey, we're an HBCU and black athletes should want to come to an HBCU. That's what he's telling them, but then he's trying to leave too. So it's kind of, he's talking out of both sides of his mouth. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm not surprised he didn't land at TCU. That just doesn't seem like a landing spot for Coach Prime.
He'll end up somewhere. I was talking.
I could have seen him at Florida State. I could see him some kind of program like that, like somewhere like a Florida State. I could see him. I could say UNLV. Could you see Coach Prime at UNLV? Would that not be
I could see him there. Or Miami. Miami would be perfect.
That would be off the chain. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that would be great. So there's that. UCLA says that Kel. All right. That's a good point too. All right. So phone lines are open 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join the program this evening. make sure that you call in. We'll talk a little bit before we sign off here. I was kind of shocked that with the number of recruits Clemson ended up with, they're going to have to hit that transfer portal jackpot. They're going to have to. It's a mess right now. All right, let's go out to the phones. Welcome into the Rob and Kale Show. Good evening.
Good evening, Rob. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you?
Good. What was I saying? Oh, have y'all released your playoff predictions yet?
Actually, jackpot. We're not going to do all that tonight. I mean, the bowl games start in general on Saturday. Are you in the bowl contest, sir? You need to get in the bowl contest.
No, I'm not in the bowl contest.
Well, you should be in the bowl contest.
Okay.
So make sure you get into that. But we may do that on Friday, jackpot. I mean, excuse me, on Sunday. We may put our CFP predictions out there. Why not?
Yeah. The other thing starts on Saturday. That's an awful lot of bowl games for us to pick on the show here.
Yeah, it's
it'd take the whole damn show to do it, unless you want to rapid fire do them.
That might be fun, actually. We should set a clock, jackpot, for 10 minutes and pick all 40 of them. Bam, just like that. 10 minutes. Not even against the spread, just who's going to win. That might be fun. Hey man, what else you got, caller?
Well, I was actually going to ask Jackpot a question. What do you think? Why are you what was I going to say? Why is it a problem that that Deion Sanders stole Travis Hunter from Florida State?
I don't think it's a problem. I didn't like the way the kid acted during that little ceremony. I mean, he just made a spectacle of himself, and that's just. I thought you said Deion Sanders stealing the guy from his alma mater was. Oh yeah, well, I mean that's kind of messed up, but I mean, yeah, I was more about the way the kid acted. I mean, it's a dog eat dog world out there in coaching. I mean, try to get these players. So, I mean, if he could do that, I mean, God bless him. I just figured Bobby Bowden would have been kind of mad about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like Dabo, he's not going to let a guy go to Alabama, so I don't see why Deion Sanders would let a guy go to Florida State just because that's his alma mater. But
I don't think people are upset with Sanders more than the kid has pretty much told everybody for 2 years, I'm a Florida State guy, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah, I know.
Everything was Florida State this and Florida State that. So, but then again, I think we all need to step back for a moment and realize a lot of these young men are 18 years old, and none of us had it figured out at 18. I was a jerk off at 18, so I'm a jerk off now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but it's his own decision. So I mean,
I can relate.
Florida State. But I think it's his own decision. So.
It is his own decision. He can do whatever he wants to do. I'm just saying the way that he acted today at the press conference was kind of like, really? But you know what? In some realms, you can't really blame him for that because everybody and their brother's been telling him for the longest time, man, you're absolutely outstanding. You're the number one player in the country. Man, you're 18. You got the testosterone flowing like that. You're going to start believing that shit when everybody tells you that. And that may be the way you end up acting.
So your problem is how he threw the hats and everything.
I just think that we had one perception of one way he was going, and then he went completely another. I don't really have a problem with. I mean, he can do whatever he wants. It's his decision. There you go with that.
I mean, he's just messing around. So I think he can do whatever. It's his signing, but you know.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you calling the show. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good evening.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cody Brinkman says, Jackpot, you must be staying at the hotel next to the college in Lumberton. Lumberton doesn't have too many nice hotels, I would know. I go to school and work up there. Actually, this one's pretty nice. This is the Holiday Inn Express Suites. It's only been open for 8 weeks. And the Holiday Inn itself in Lumberton is pretty decent. Do you go to UNC Pembroke? Because I don't know any other colleges here. But this one's nice enough. And the Holiday Inn itself has a Denny's in the lobby. That's pretty cool.
Gonna get you a super bird or
I did.
Of course you did. All right, here we go. Back out of the phones. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What is up?
I
How
guess
are
my
you,
question
man?
would be.
Yeah.
I guess my question would be, what's the recruits that y'all are most excited about that y'all got? Rob being for Clemson, of course, and Jackpot for South Carolina.
Jackpot, you want to go first?
Well, we got this. The top player that they signed is this Keenan Nelson, this defensive back from the Philadelphia area. I'm pretty excited to see that. That's a sore spot for us. Always has been. Well, not always has been, but has been as of recently. So we'll see about that. And I'm also excited about the two kids, Brubaker and the other kids, the offensive linemen that they picked up. I want to see how these guys play because that's definitely a position of need for us. Yeah. But yeah, just excited about the class. I think his first. I mean, this is Beamer's first real class, and he's probably going to land here in the low 20s somewhere. I mean, your first year or first class, and last year he did a heck of a job salvaging that one. It can only get better from here. I'd have to think. And if this is going to be his first class, it's probably going to be his worst class, as long as he keeps on winning. So,
for me, it's easy to go with the big quarterback, but to be honest, I'm kind of excited about the two wide receivers. Adam Randall on the one side, the 6'3", 215-pounder from Myrtle Beach, big, long, rangy young man, and then Antonio Williams from Dutch Fork has played for championship teams, is very well coached, and runs really good routes, which is something that if you looked at Clemson this season, they didn't really have a good player that could go into the slot. He may end up being that slot receiver for Clemson. So I like the two wide receivers, even though it's easy to say, hey, the big 5-star quarterback is the way to go. But give me the two wideouts. Sir, what else you got? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all both got pretty good classes. I'm a Tennessee fan. I'm pretty excited about getting Justin Williams today, the 4-star running back. It was between us and Auburn. He's a kid that's really filled out. I think he's just for being a senior in high school, he's got a lot of muscle on him. Real fast kid, supposed to have good vision and everything. So I'm excited about him, and also excited about our quarterback coming in, Taven Jackson, 4-star guy, won state championship this year in Indiana, I believe. So excited about those two.
Greenwood, Indiana. He's a corn picker.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Tennessee's class is currently like 13th. So good year of recruiting there for Heupel, man. He's doing a lot better than I thought he would. So
yeah, we won the battle with Justin Williams, and we got the big defensive lineman Tyree West, who was stole him kind of out from underneath Georgia. So he's had problems. Even Heupel came out and said today in a press conference, I believe he said that he's had more trouble recruiting in-state players than he did out-of-state players, just from a lot of the noise from the off season still kind of reverberating, from all the McDonald's bags and all the Pruitt fiasco that was going on. So I think maybe next year and the years to come, if he can lock down the borders and get some more in-state guys, and we can start getting some top 10 classes.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I'm impressed with Heupel's class. I mean, he has shocked me because I didn't think he was going to do well there, and as Jackpot says, I got to moonwalk it back. He's done a hell of a job there at Tennessee, and let's see if they can get that bowl game win, and then have a good spring and see what you guys can do with these new players.
Yeah, well, one assistant coach that's really helped out is Rodney Garner. He's big time recruiter. I think I've seen a stat that he's got more guys that he's coached playing in the NFL right now than any other defensive assistant coach in the nation. So
hold
Rodney
on, I've
Garner,
got it. I don't mean to interrupt you on this, but this is kind of breaking news. Shout out to Sharif who pointed me out to it. Elias Ricks, the former 5-star recruit and 2020 All-American, just said, "Fuck it, I'm going to Alabama." He's leaving LSU to go to Alabama, and that's real. Man, fuck you, Alabama. Let's just get we're Alabama. We're just gonna get an All-American in our division, and you come here and play.
Earlier they had a receiver. They had like the number 10th ranked receiver.
Yeah.
Decommit from LSU as well. So
they got the linebacker Toto or whatever, however you pronounce his name, from Tennessee last year, and then this year let's just go in our division and we'll just get Elias Ricks, the considered the best defensive back in the SEC at one point. He'll fit right in. He can platoon with the other five-star defensive backs we got. Get the fuck out of here.
Alabama's going to be scary. I mean, because this year was really like they had a lot of young players, and if this wasn't the year for Georgia or somebody to get them, the next few definitely aren't.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Mr. Boogie says, so is Tennessee ever going to be punished, or will we all able to hand out McDonald's bags now? Good point. I think if you hand out Chick-fil-A bags, it works out better because that's God's chicken, and that will not get you in trouble.
It depends on what the NCAA wants to do, but I mean, Tennessee fired the coach, fired the athletic director.
Well, and
that was involved in it.
I agree with all that.
The players that were involved, left, transferred out. So
here's the shitty thing there, Dr. Vol. The problem that I have with the NCAA is they're very inconsistent, and we won't get a ruling on this for, let's say, 3 years. It may take them that long, seriously. And then all of a sudden, everyone that has been was at Tennessee that could have benefited from them players, and I know all of them are gone now. None of them are anywhere near the program, and young men that are, 15 years old right now that are committing to Tennessee later on are going to be penalized for something that happened a long time ago. And it's not fair. And they got to figure out a better way to be a little bit faster with some of this stuff. I mean, with their investigation said this is what happened. Wouldn't you rather take a 1-year bowl ban now from the NCAA and reduction in scholarships for next season than wait 4 years down the road after you've built your base with Heupel, and now they're going to fuck you out of probably a bigger bowl later on?
Yeah, that's true. It could happen like that. It's just a wait and see game because, like you said, you never know with these things with the NCAA. They might give you a slap on the wrist or they might give you a bowl ban. So, but either way, I don't think it's going to be like something that, SMU went through back in the 80s or something, where they just give you the black ball. I don't think it's going to be that kind of situation.
I think Tennessee should be punished, which is exactly what Brock Lee says there, because there was some shit that happened there. But on the other hand, just get it over with. Holy shit.
Yeah. I agree.
All right, Dr. Vol, appreciate you calling the program, sir. Thank you very much.
All right. See you guys.
There you go. All right, Jackpot. We got to get people into our bowl challenge. I'm going to post the link over here in I can post the link in the comments. Can I do that? I think I can do that.
I'm sure you can. South Carolina versus Clemson Saturday in basketball.
Oh yeah. There's a call. Let's answer the call here while I do this. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
What?
I said, welcome into the program. Good evening.
Okay. You sounded muffled.
Oh,
what's
sorry.
up? This is Sancho.
Sancho, how the hell are you, sir?
Hola.
I'm doing pretty good. How are y'all doing?
¿Cómo estás? Right, Jackpot?
¿Cómo estás usted?
Taco.
Yeah. Hey man. Hey, who won the ACC? I forget.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay, Pittsburgh. What was the score? Pitt and Clemson.
Pitt won by 7, I believe.
What was the score?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I can look it up for you. Hold on. If we got to have that.
I think it was more than 7.
I could be wrong, Jackpot.
I think it was more than 7 too.
Hold on, it may have been more. Whatever it was, that's the loss. I got. It may have been 10. It wasn't. It was
27-17, wasn't it?
I got it right here. Hold on. Yeah, 27-17. They lost by 10.
Man, ACC is a powerhouse, dude. You want to talk crap about the SEC East?
I do talk crap about the SEC East. It's Georgia and a bunch of shitpos.
What does that say about the ACC?
How about Pitt went into Tennessee and beat that ass? How about that? You don't want to talk about that?
Oh, okay.
How about
Tennessee almost scored double against Pitt.
Clemson played a 6th of their schedule against the SEC East. None of them scored an offensive touchdown. How about that? The SEC East is garbage. Other than Georgia, it's garbage. Simple as that.
Okay, the SEC East is such shit.
It's shit, yes.
Tennessee came within 1 score on the second game of a new coach without Hooker for 3 quarters. What does that say about the ACC?
And
Come on, dude.
I'm only 6 inches shorter than I need to be in the NBA. Jackpot is only $500,000 away from retiring. I mean, where else do you want to go with almost here, brother?
There's no way that you can spin this by talking shit about the SEC East.
Yeah, I stand by what I said.
I'll be the first one to say
it's a shithole.
I'll be the first one to say
it's a
that I hope every top team in the SEC loses, because fuck that. I don't have no SEC pride.
I don't have any SEC pride. I don't have pride in anything. I support one team and that's it. But I do point out facts, and the SEC East is terrible. After Georgia, it's a shithole.
One of those shithole teams took your freaking champions to the fucking wire without Hooker, dude.
Did they win or did they lose?
There's no way.
Did they win or did they lose?
Man, they lost, but
okay, thank you.
Was it a blowout? Was it a close game? Or what?
They won the game. They came into that orange shithole and won. What do you want
from them? I'm not even trying to freaking talk about Tennessee right now. I'm talking about the SEC East. If Tennessee's such a shithole, what does that say about y'all's champions?
I don't care about the conference, man.
But they won.
You lost. Pitt went in there and won.
Okay, but you're always talking crap. Dude,
I do.
I don't care.
Sure. Well, if you don't care,
you want a moral victory for playing them close?
No, I don't want a moral victory. I'm just sitting here trying to call Rob out on his shit because he's always talking crap.
Well, he is full of shit.
I stand by what I said. The SEC East is hot dog water after Georgia. All the credit in the world to Georgia. They're great.
Hot dog water?
No, I didn't say that. Why are you putting words in my mouth, sir? I said the SEC East is hot dog water.
If Tennessee is hot dog water, the ACC is hot dog water.
Sure. Oh, well, if you want to make that assessment, you're free to do that, sir. You'd be absolutely wrong. And I don't want to agree with you, because then we both would be wrong. I don't want to have that on the show. We try to be positive here.
Well, I'm not trying. I mean, I've listened to like the rundown this week, and I haven't had time to call in. But
you're welcome to call in, sir.
Well, I haven't had time.
I appreciate that. We're a show of the people. You can call in whenever you want. I love the folks that call in and defend the SEC. Most SEC folks will tell you that the SEC East after Georgia is not very good. It's really not.
Well, what does that say about the ACC championship winners, dude? Like, come on, man.
They won. They went in there to 100,000 people and about 7 teeth, and they won. What do you want from them? Just because they didn't win by 60, that's a big deal. So under that logic, Alabama went down to Florida and they won by 4 points? That makes Florida just, Florida's the greatest thing ever. Alabama should have blown them out. Alabama's hot dog water now, right?
Okay, no, I know the transitive property doesn't hold any weight, but
okay, well,
like
here's what happened.
If you're going to win
they
the
went
ACC,
in and they won.
Why didn't you go in there and just blow out some garbage team?
It was at the beginning of the season. I mean, if we really wanted to get into that,
okay,
they went in and won.
Okay, no, all right, stop. Now,
Sure.
Pitt had a veteran team with the same coach and everybody. This is the second game and a new coach, different quarterback, and all
game?
that. So it
Who
should have been worse.
Who won the game, sir?
Man, I'm not talking about who won the game. I already know Tennessee lost. I'm talking about it should have been worse.
You're not holding up the flag for the SEC bottom feeders very well here, sir.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about the SEC. I don't care, but I'm talking about the ACC.
You called the whole program and talked about it. That's what you called the program to talk about.
I know, but you acting like you're building up the ACC as some kind of.
I'm not. I don't build up the ACC at all. All I'm saying to you is I support one team. I do point out though, when we have folks that talk about
anyone listening right now knows that Rob will sit there and talk about the ACC is not such a garbage, but like everyone knows listening that you sit there and run your mouth.
I've never said that. I've said the SEC East is garbage. I've never said the ACC top to bottom is a good conference because it's not. There's basically 3 teams in the ACC that are worth a shit. Actually, 4. I'll roll with the 4 of Clemson, NC State, Pitt, which beat that ass, and Wake Forest is pretty good too. So I'll go with those 4.
All right.
Okay.
So
anything else?
Who do you think will win? Like, do you think whatever, dude? Like, this is crazy. There's no arguing with you. Like, because you won't. Like, there's no way that anybody thinks.
Well, what would you like me to say, sir? Here, let me help you, sir. It's the holiday season. The ACC is on par with the MEAC. I don't know if any ACC team could go into South Carolina State and win. Does that make you feel better?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's bullshit because that's just sarcasm, dude. Like, be real with yourself. You honestly
I'm
think.
Just asking. I told you I'll roll with the 4 I've got. The 4 that I told you about. I think the 4 that I told you about could compete with any of the rest of the SEC East after Georgia. I'll take those 4. So they'll do just fine there.
See, I don't think so.
Well, we can have differences of opinion. We don't have to agree all the time.
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah. I mean, but I just wanted to call and say, like, man, dude, there's no way. Like, look at the top 25 recruiting rankings. There are 12 SEC teams in that. There are like what, three or 4 ACC teams. There's no way you can say the ACC is any comparable at all.
Okay, I said the SEC East, sir. And by the way, and let me make. I don't know if you know this or not. Georgia's highest ranked win this season was over an ACC team. So, just saying. I know that hurts a lot of feelings. They played. That's just the way that it works. The rankings show their highest win
it's all good.
was against an ACC team.
It's all good.
Now, that's because they play in the SEC East. And I'm not taking anything away from Georgia because Georgia's a very good team. They would have done really, really well in the West. I think the only team that could beat them is Alabama. But to sit here and say that Georgia's SEC East schedule was dominant, get out of here with that nonsense. Come on, man, try harder.
I'm not saying that Georgia's East schedule was dominant. I'm saying it was good compared to if they was to play in the ACC.
Oh, goodness. The SEC
I
East,
think that Georgia would have probably won the ACC Coastal.
Do what?
Georgia would have won the ACC Coastal.
Holy shit, jackpot. Caller, we don't have to agree, but thank you for calling the show.
All right, y'all. Y'all take it easy, man.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas to you, sir. Bye-bye. It's not an issue of the ACC being dominant. I just don't think the teams in the SEC East are any good. That's all. After Georgia, it's a slope. Sorry. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. Alabama's getting better, by the way. Elias Ricks has committed to the program. Yeah. What a insane pick that is. All right, one more call before we get out of here. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
What's up?
Good. This one's for Jackpot.
Sure.
Jackpot, you crack me up. You make me laugh, man. I got put on your channel through Uncle Lou. Big time Uncle Lou fan. Now I'm a big time Jackpot fan. And I just wanted to say to you, I saw your video the other day about Spencer Rattler and how optimistic you are. And I'm happy for you that you're this optimistic about Spencer Rattler. But I know that there will be videos in the future where you want to rip his head off through your TV. So
I'm not saying there might not.
My opinion is that there's no might about it, sir. Yeah, that is most definitely going to happen. I've been calling Spencer Rattler out as a fraud for 3 years now, and I think you're going to see it soon. But I do love the optimism. I'm a Georgia fan, so I know what it's like to be blinded by bias, I guess. But I'm happy that you're happy to get him. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high. That's all I gotta say. Go Dogs, beat Blue, and thanks for having me on.
Appreciate you calling the program. A couple of things from the comment section. Go ahead, Jackpot. Go ahead.
I said, go Dogs.
Jackpot loves everybody. Rake says a big fuck you from Kentucky for Rob. Thank you, Rake. I will accept the fucking from
Rake.
Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Shovel.
We were talking about shovels earlier. Who was it? Someone. Oh, Wes says besides Clemson, who's won what's ACC team has done in the past 15 years? I think Florida State win a national
Virginia
title.
Tech.
Virginia Tech's been pretty good. I'm not sitting here defending
Virginia, that was early. That was like closer to 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech had a few good. Georgia Tech had a few good teams.
Sure.
Florida State won a national championship in 2013. Went back in 2014 to the playoffs and have been doo-doo ever since. Virginia went to a New Year's Six bowl a couple of years ago. Got boat raced.
Mm-hmm.
Or did they? I don't remember. Maybe it was close. They played Florida. Was that game? It was kind of close, wasn't it?
It was kind of close.
UNC did pretty well. UNC went 11-1 in what, 2015?
Something like that. I
remember who the only team that gave them a loss that year was Clemson.
Right. The big thing with that is that I'm still on the camp that it's not about the ACC. It's about the fact that the SEC East is just not very good. Yeah. After Georgia, it's just not very good. So folks from the West, they'll tell you, man, play a West schedule, you pussies. That's what they'll tell you. Seriously. But anyway. All right. So a couple things before we get out of here, Jackpot. First, get into the bowl challenge. Get into the bowl challenge. It's very important. You want to make sure you get into it and make it a nice big fat pot.
Josh B 4977 says Rattler was mediocre at best against subpar Big 12 defenses. Maybe Beamer can coach him up. To that point, the only year he was at Oklahoma that he had good stats was in 2020. And who was at Oklahoma in 2020? Da-da! The Shane Train.
Yeah. All right, so I put the actual link for the challenge. It's right there in the thing there. It's $20. Send that to Jackpot and get your bowl picks in. Yeah, we got all that in the mix. You got bowl game starting. We just got
Matt Fry.
Look at that. Appreciate you joining the bowl contest. Take the time out to do it. It's a damn good time, and you might win some money. So
Wesley Abrams just said, "Man, Tennessee would have won the ACC this year." How you think? Well, they lost to.
They lost to fucking Pitt.
They lost to Pitt, so you're already 0-1.
Oh my God!
So that means you got to go undefeated in the rest of the ACC to win it. I don't know, man. Don't think so.
The SEC East is garbage besides Georgia. Sorry.
If you played all your games the way you did against South Carolina, Tennessee would have won the ACC hands down. But if you played it like you played against, I don't know, Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
You would have been middle of the road.
Let me quote a great football prognosticator. It was nothing that Tennessee did. It was all about what South Carolina did.
There you go.
Oh, shit. All right, so Bold Pick'em Challenge. And by the way, Jackpot, I'm going to tell you something that may shock you a little bit. I and some of the folks from the group here pulled together, and we did something for you for the holidays that we're going to have delivered to you on Sunday at showtime.
All right.
Tune into Sunday's show for Jackpot's Christmas gift. Now, this gift may get us cussed out, or he may love it till the end of time. It's going to be one or the other. But that's how shallow of a line there is. Either he's going to fucking love it, or he's going to fucking hate it.
Well, I can't wait to see what it is.
Yeah, well, nobody's going to tell him. There's been a set of us that put it together, and it's supposed to be delivered on Sunday. So tune into the show for that. Jackpot's head might explode, or he might cry. It's going to be one or the other.
Well, I've been told that I'm one Skittle or Milk Dud away from my head exploding anyway. So
fair enough. All right, so tune in for that on Sunday, and don't forget the Bowl Challenge. Make sure you get into the Callaway's Bowl Challenge. Appreciate you guys listening to the show, and we will see you later on.
Peace.